The practice worksheet for section 4.5. We need to find the slope of each line. We're going to look at number 2. When your line is graphed, it's really easy to find your slope by counting. So we have a point here and a point here. Notice how the line is going uphill. That means our slope, which is a fraction, is going to be positive. We're going to go up 2, and we're going to go to the right 4. We went up 2 and to the right 4. Reduce your fraction. If you're not sure, put it in your calculator, hit math, enter, enter. Number 4. This line is going downhill. So we're going to have a negative either up here or down below. Doesn't matter. We're going to go from this point to this point, counting down and to the right. So I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to count to the right 1. This is a reduced fraction. The negative's on top. If you put it on the bottom, that's fine too. Just make sure there's a negative in one spot or the other. Number 6, I identified this one mainly because there's fractions, and we know that you aren't a huge fan of fractions. We're going to subtract our y values. Our y values would be 3 and 2. That's not an issue. 3 minus 2 is 1. That's really simple. Now you need to subtract the x values the same way. So we're talking negative 1.5 minus positive 2.5. Well, because those are halves, it's really easy to kind of convert that to a decimal. You already know this, but 1/2 is 0.5. So negative 1.5 would be negative 1.5. And we're subtracting 2.5. So you end up with a negative 4 down there. That's how you can use your calculator to avoid fractions. You can change them to decimals. I'm going to skip down to number 10. Given each set of points, determine if line AB and line CD are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So find the slope of this line, find the slope of this line, compare them. So I'm going to find the slope of line AB first. I'll do negative 1 minus 0. Then I'll do 0 minus 1 down below. I get negative 1 over negative 1. Negative divided by negative is a positive. So we'll just change that to positive 1 over 1. We're going to do the same thing for line CD. Let's subtract the y values. We'll do 2 minus negative 4. Then we'll do negative 3 minus 3. 2 minus negative 4, that's the same thing as 2 plus 4. Negative 3 minus 3 gives you negative 6. You need to reduce that. 6 over negative 6. That gives you negative 1 over 1. This is positive, this is negative, so they're not the same. They're not parallel. But they are, it does look like they're the same fraction, but they're reciprocals as well. So when your numerator and your denominator are the same, they're actually reciprocals also. So watch yourself. These are opposite reciprocals. So line AB and line CD are perpendicular. Now notice all the space that I took to do number 10. You need that same amount of work for the rest of these. If you don't have enough room, get another piece of paper. Don't try to squeeze it in here where you can't see it or I can't see it. All right, we'll do one more. This is number 15. They're telling you that A lives at the ordered pair 0k, B lives at the ordered pair 1, negative 2. Those are 2 points on a line. And they're telling you the slope of the line is -3. Find the value of k. So let's just think about what we know. We know the slope is -3, or -3/1. And that's going to be the reduced slope. So when we subtract here, we might not actually get that. We might have some thinking to do here. Well, let's see how simple this is. Our y values are -2 and a number. And our x values are 1 and 0. So notice how that works out pretty well. 1 minus 0 equals 1. -2 minus a number gives you -3. -2 minus something gives you -3. -2 minus 1 gives you -3. So that's your value of k. That one worked out really, really easily. If you weren't sure how to get this by itself, you would set up an equation. -2 minus k equals -3. Add 2 to both sides. Flip the signs on the variable. K is 1.